Welcome back to Arizona Daily Mix. Car buying can be stressful. Buying a used car can be frustrating. Well, let's sit crooked and talk straight with Shahey of Mazvo about buying a used car. And Shahey, you and I have been going this literally, we've been, let's see, it's almost 7-8 months. What are we, not 9 months. We've been going over this, trying to find a car for my daughter. And I think the biggest part is I think my daughter and I are emotional about getting this. And you're saying don't be emotional.
Don't be emotional, because the worst mistake you can do is buy it on the color, the leather, the features, the sunroof, the beautiful tires. Audit yourself and ask, what is the functionality? Where am I going with this car? What am I using it for? Will it just be me in the car? Will there be more? Will I have pets? Once you audit what your functionality needs are, then you can determine which vehicle you want. The color and the features, that's secondary. So make sure you buy based on functionality, not emotional, wow, it's a sexy car. That can come later.
Yeah, and I think the biggest part is that we go through, and that is not really checking the car out. I like this. You want us to be a detective.
Yes, be a detective. Ask. It's very simple. Okay, if the car is fantastic and you love it and you're saying, oh my God, I love my baby, why are you selling it? What's the reason? Ask. If it's that great of a vehicle, why are you letting it go? Ask for a little backstory. Not that everyone's trying to deceive, but it's always good to understand where that seller is coming from. They had some kind of an unfortunate situation in the house, financial needs. Okay, it makes sense. But if it doesn't, then you got to question, why are they selling it?
Yeah. This one I love, and this is where I've been having the problem, and that is because I read that this car has, let's say, 25,000 miles. It's a 1998, only driven by one little lady who went to the grocery store. It's in mint condition, but you just have to buy it on the spot. I don't get to see it.
No, yeah, you've got to see it, and most importantly, you got to ask for the title. Ask for the title. The title, most people don't understand that the title says everything. Once you see it, it'll have their name, obviously their address, and here is the mileage. And next to it has actual, and that's the letter A. A means it's the actual mileage. B would mean at one point it had it fixed, repaired, and it was adjusted. C means you're on your own, good luck, we can't guarantee this mileage. So make sure that the mileage is correct. Down here where it says lien, you want to make sure this is all empty. If it has lien holder Bank of America, that means there's still a note on here and you can't transfer it in your name. So you got to make sure that that has no liens and there's no salvage. Those are crucial to look at before you even think about negotiating.
Listen, I'll take $500 off and you just take it over or anything like that. You got to really watch that and be careful of it, which is so important.
Yeah.
And that's also why
Absolutely.
it's important, too, to me, like Mazvo.
Yes, that would be great, but you really want to make sure that you meet at a very good spot, and the best spot, believe it or not, is an auto parts store. AutoZone, O'Reilly, Napa, there's one every corner. What's also great about that is at night, it's very lit, big parking space, lots of places for you to stand, and you're in a public spot. And also what's wonderful is before you buy it, you can ask the O'Reilly or AutoZone or Napa to come out with their little scan reader and plug it in for free to see if there's any pending codes. Again, some people deceive. The engine light might have been on. They might have just reset it right before they showed it to you, and you're not going to know it until after you buy it and you're gone. So O'Reilly or AutoZone or Napa will plug it in, tell you, nope, there's no codes. Hey, while you're here, check my battery. They can put the little dial indicator all for free in a lit environment, safe, and lots of people around.
Yeah, or like I said, you talk to your mechanic. He's right there for you. Great place to bring it over to.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yep.
This is the part that is really frustrating to me, and I just don't get it. And it's Carfax. It's so confusing.
Carfax is very confusing because of different ownerships. One thing we got to understand that just because the Carfax doesn't say it hasn't been in an accident doesn't mean it's so. Because if you and I were in a collision on the street and you and I agreed verbally, look, let's not get insurance involved, there's no police involved, I'll pay for it, bring it to my body shop, Carfax is not going to know about it. Carfax only knows when there is an actual citation or a police report or the insurance paid to have the repairs done. That's when it gets reported to Carfax. So that's why it's important. Though Carfax will show you no accidents, take it to a repair shop and have a full buyer's inspection. They'll check the body to see if there's different color tone paint, to see if something's been changed, the body lines, if they're straight or not straight. That'll be an indication if it's been hit or not hit, above and beyond what Carfax saying that it hasn't been an accident. Plus, it'll tell you the timeline. It's been at the dealership, maintenance, repairs. It's very convoluted, but you got to be your own first line of defense.
Yeah, and I know we got to wrap it up, but this is one I really want to hit. So important because we have flooding going on around Arizona, and I noticed that is the big time we start seeing used cars go up on being like the selling of used cars goes up. Why do we need to be very careful right now with the flooding going on in Arizona?
Oh, because with the flooding, you're not going to know, and you're going to buy a flooded car that's compromised. Always come to each fender well and look inside where this is plastic. You'll see an actual mud line where the water was submerged. That's number one. Always look for that. Also, when you look at the seatbelt, grab the seatbelt and pull it all the way out, and you'll see if there's any stains, because if it was submerged in water, some seatbelts are from the top and the bottom. Pull it all the way out, and if there's any seatbelt stains of brown muddiness, that means there was water here and it was submerged and this belt got wet. So make sure that it's not flooded, because you don't want to buy a flooded car.
There it is. We have pretty much sat crooked, but we've been talked to straight from Shahe of Mazvo. And the new book is actually at the printers right now. When will it hit the stands?
Yes. We are hoping the first week of October.
Awesome. Tell people really quick where they can find out more about sitting crooked and talking straight with you.
Yes, actually 4610 North 7th Street, just south of Highland on the west side of 7th Street, Mazvo Car Care Center.
Perfect. Thank you, Shahe. Got to get those used cars questions out there. I'm not lying, I've been like looking for months for a car for my daughter, so got to be safe about it. He knows how to do it. All right. Sit back, relax, cruise along with us, because we got more mix right after this.